Hello, welcome back to the SML podcast, Playing the Field with Field General 007. I am back. It's a long hiatus. This is take number 3 of this freaking video. I just did a whole 11-minute bit. Did not get the audio, so we're trying it again. Hopefully I can recreate the magic. It was a great video. Unfortunately, it's been lost, much like the younglings that Anakin Skywalker slayed in the temple on episode 3. So, sorry about that, but... Anyway, we're back. I got a new house, new internet, which is always what you want your entire life is good internet. Because with good internet, you're allowed to do certain things. You know, you can just it's just good. You know, you're able to play your games. Like for Madden, it translates where your kicks don't lag, where you're able to actually kick. And then you know you could get on your YouPorn, UJizz, RedTube, xnxx.com, Xvideos. You know, just any kind of website like that. You can go watch your pornographic material from your phone in your bathroom and not have it buffer. You know, that's the key, is to be able to watch a video without it being mid-blowjob and buffering. So you don't want that. You don't want that. Anyway, we finally have good internet. So now we're back with the podcast. We're back full-fledged SML. Got a couple topics we're going to talk about, of course, power rankings. Not power rankings. We're going to talk about what's going on in the SML, kind of take a look at what everyone's doing. I'm going to do a quick game breakdown, a preview of Bears Giants. I'm going to talk about a article that's kind of floating around that's being dissected by many Madden YouTubers right now, which is the biggest issue with the last few Maddens. We're going to talk about that just briefly, and then an unveil at the end of the video. So first and foremost, let's cut to daddyleagues.com /SML. So if you take a look, I'm going to push my mic out of the way here for a second. We got the Buffalo Bills at 11-0. So we're going to have a bounty gate here. I'm willing to pay anyone. I'm willing to Venmo you $5, okay? $5 for anyone who takes out the Buffalo Bills. They are 11-0. The Houston Texans are 8-3. The Broncos are 8-2. The Cleveland motherfucking Browns are 6-4, people. We are coming back with a vengeance. Our season that started off so rocky, we may be able to sneak in the playoffs yet. Stay tuned for that. It may blow up in our face yet again. Baker Mayfield, he's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I like Baker, but the problem is he's very inconsistent. He'll start missing drag routes and just stupid throws. But Dookie motherfucking Johnson has carried the team on his back. The Jaguars are 7-3. The Chargers are 7-3. Very good defensively. And if you look at the bubble on the AFC, the bubble, we've got the Patriots 6-5, the Ravens 7-4, the Jets 6-4, and the Indianapolis Colts are 7-4. The best division in possibly the SML is the AFC South, because you got the Texans 8-3. The Colts just beat the Texans 20-17. Keep that in mind. The Jaguars are 7-3. The Colts are 7-4, and then the one outlier are the Titans, who are 0-10. They have nailed this season in. They've said, screw it, we're just going to take us to Pound Town. We don't even care. Interesting game for Todd Gurley's. Good game there. The NFC, we got, of course, dangerously hot, dangerously cheesy, the Seattle Seahawks at 9-1. Big Oshie. He's always willing to cheat with the one-armed bandit. The Vikings are 8-2. The Buccaneers are 8-2. I should have beat the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield went down, and we couldn't muster any offense. We held him to 3 points, still couldn't win the game. I'm not mad about it. The Giants are 7-3. The Cowboys are 6-4. The Saints are 6-4. And on the bubble, you got the Falcons 5-5, Lions 5-5-1, the Eagles 4-6, and the big surprise, the on the bubble team, are the Chicago Bears, the team that just went to the Super Bowl. Grandma, 5-5. 5-5. What has happened to the SML Chicago Bears? Let's just talk about this. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to do a quick schedule breakdown just to see exactly where we went wrong. They lost week 1, 20-17. They won week 2 against the Cowboys. Terrible two-step, 16-10. They got thumped by now, I don't know if this is a sim or what this is. 38-7 against the Vikings. They blow out the Eagles, 29-7. Lose a tough one against the Lions, 16-13. They beat a tough Patriots squad, 24-19. They beat the Seahawks, 31-13. They lose a tough one of the Falcons, 9-3. Bye week. Vikings, they lose, 27-10. They beat the Redskins 27-6. So it's been like they're 5-5 teams. So obviously it's an up and down season for Grandma. And then the breakdown: Bears versus Giants. This is part 2 of the video. The Bears are 5-5. Daddy Leagues has a predicted score 20-17 Giants over the Bears. I'm going to tell you why. The Bears are going to win this game, and like I said, they're having an up and down season, but I think Graham-Zins can do it. Offensively, very run-of-the-mill, as you see there, 24th, 27th, 18th, 27th, only averaging 17 points per game. Defensively, though, and that may be his saving grace, and he's kind of had meets his number, quite frankly. 10th points, only allowing 16 points a game, only allowing 227 yards a game. The chink in the armor, the interesting matchup, is because the one thing the Bears, and they're only allowing 88 yards per game running. They're 4th against the pass, so obviously it's a great defensive team. But let's take a look at the G-men, the Giants. 7-3, the Giants are right now, everybody. 7-3, very opposite. Their offense, very good. They're averaging 24 points per game. It's 5th best in the league. They're kind of middle of the pack for yards and passing yards. Rushing, though, they're top 5. They're the 4th best team in the league, 123 yards a game rushing. Defensively, pretty good. You know, they're decent stopping the run. I mean, that may be the chink in the armor. Maybe the Bears want to exploit that running game. Only allowing 17 points a game. That's pretty good, you know. So, Giants are a very good team, not a team to sleep on. I don't know if the Bears have major injuries. I'd have to look to see if Deshaun Watson went down. But kind of alarming the fact that the Bears have fell off so quickly. But we're going to bring the mic back in view here. We're transitioning back to the big screen. Anyway, a lot going on in the league right now, everybody. A lot going on. Just a lot changing. A lot of big things. Big finish. Obviously, the Colts are going to keep talking about themselves, whether or not will the Colts make the playoffs? Vote yes or no. We don't know. I might be relevant. I don't know. But Prime, you can't count him out until it's over with. So keep that in mind. Do not count the man out. Don't count him out just yet. It's not over. Interesting, another part here is going to be what's the biggest problem with Madden. And I know if you go through all the videos, all the podcasts this season, I've been talking about this game, about the game being broken. We talk about animations being an issue. We talk about things just don't seem quite right. And I should bring up the article and let you read through it or post it, but just go ahead and look into it. It's one of the Madden devs, one of the guys that worked on it. What's interesting about the game, and I thought this would be something that would work itself out because I was aware that that they switched to the Frostbite engine probably 2 years ago, and so I figured the first game was going to suck because it was basically going to be porting over the game from Unreal to Frostbite, and there'd be some issues, but then year 2 would be like a really refined game, you know. We haven't seen that. That's not been the case. Unfortunately, the issue, I guess, what the devs are saying, and he put it on Twitter and everything, that the problem with Madden, which is a very animation-based game, is this Frostbite engine was made for DICE for Battlefield. And then, you know, EA owns that title, so that's what that game engine was designed for, was a third-person shooter. It's not made for FIFA, Madden, very fine-tuned movements, you know, where you got to be very specific like that, and where there's a little bit more finesse involved, I guess, with your animations than it is just the basic moving around, running, stuff like that, where you're not quite noticing how choppy the movements are in a shooter. So, it kind of blows my mind how much money they make on microtransactions with Madden Ultimate Team, and the issue is the game engine. And also what they say a huge issue is, and I didn't realize, and this is probably why they don't fix things, is because they say it takes a week to fix a bug because how the game engine's laid out. So that's why they take shortcuts, and in turn screws up every time they put on an update to fix something, screws something else up because they're not fixing things the right way. They're taking shortcuts. So I don't know what the outlook for Madden is right now. They haven't announced a new game engine, so I'm going to assume we're still going to be under the same game engine. So I would expect at this point in time more of the same in Madden 20. More of the same choppy bug play. A lot of people would argue that at launch the game was at its best. So maybe we need to undo some of these title updates and just go back to that. You know, I could definitely see that. Defensively, it played a lot more solid. You know, it was there were certain blitzes that were broken within the game, and they try to patch that, and in tune they've screwed other things up. But I'm gonna quit dwelling on it, so just keep that in mind. Go out there, read the article. Very interesting read. That is where we're at with Madden today. So the final point of this video is going to be my big announcement. Huge, as Donald Trump would say. Huge announcement. It's huge. Look at it. It's huge. I'm going to be doing some streaming. I'm going to be doing some commentating. In other words, if you want me to commentate your game, comment below. I've got the setup now. I've got to go through and rewatch the video about doing the commentary. I'm interested in doing that possibly tomorrow. I'm going to look into it tonight. I'll probably test it on my own game. I'll probably just go through and just try to commentate like a computer played game. But anyway, we'll get that all the kinks ironed out, and I'll be ready for that. So if you want me to commentate, and if you do want to hop on commentary with me, get Discord. That's what we use for interviews. So if you either want to help commentate or if you want to help me on the podcast, it's always more interesting to have someone else hop on. Just answer some questions, talk about the league, talk about yourself, whatever. Talk about Star Wars, new trailers out. Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker, we can talk about how that looks like trash. Whatever it is you want to talk about, we can get on here and just, shoot the shit. So if you're interested, let's get on this, folks. But for real, the commentary starts this weekend. That's my big announcement. It's something I've been teasing. I will not be commentating my own games. It'd be funny television, entertainment for you guys to see me scream and cuss at the TV for 45 minutes to an hour. But I think in the long run, it'd be better served, a better image for the league if I just commentate y'all's games. So if you're interested, let's get this done. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know it's been a long delay. I'm going to try to be a little bit more regular. Like I said, I've been moving in the house, had a lot going on here, and then when I tried, I had take one on the MacBook. The audio sync was off. The freaking video editor I was trying to use, I couldn't figure it out. I'm used to using my current setup, so that's what I went back to. I still got the old PC, dusted her off, get her going. So I'm really excited. We got a lot going on for this league. This is it's starting to head into the dead time of the year for Madden. I understand that, but there's plenty that we can do to keep this league alive. We need participation. Keep on tweeting your tweets. Keep on tagging at Sim Madden League when you do so we can retweet it. If you're watching this for the first time, you're interested in joining a league, go to daddyleagues.com/SML. Go to simmaddenleague.com and apply. There's always, I think we got 2 spots open right now. If you're an existing user and you know someone who would be a good fit, have them apply. I don't even mind playing, labbing with them, talking to them on mic just to kind of get a feel for the personality. A lot of times it's just personalities don't match up. Not the current Texans owner, but the previous kid with Captain Marvel. The guy that kept posting that GIF. It's just, personality is a big thing when you a league of 32 guys. If you just don't fit into the infrastructure that's there, you don't want to conform to the rules, and you just kind of want to do your own thing, it's not going to work out. So I really do believe in test games and talking to guys on the mic. I know that they can put out a completely different image than what they normally are, but a lot of times you can weed out some shitbags really quick. So I will do those test games myself. I've been lobbying for that for a while. I think it's very important. So let's get to it. Let's keep growing as a league together. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay tuned, because playing the field with Field General 007 is back. We are back, baby. We're back and better than ever. Like, subscribe, take care. Have a great day.